Guys, look how fancy we are. We're on a boat. Here, you want me to tell you your feature? Hold your hand. Hold it there. Right? Ah! You clearly didn't see my review on that thing. Oh, shoot. Burnt the crap out of my hand. Droning from a boat's always the best, huh? How's the shots coming out?
Cool. It's looking pretty good.
Derek's gonna try to fly through the boat. Jonathan, just try to put your head down and slide it to the right. Whoa! Oh, that was crazy! Oh my god! That was like this far away from my face. Dude, you committed to that. That was nuts. Good job, Derek.
Thank you.
I'm so glad we didn't lose $700.
Let's watch that.
Honestly, I didn't have that much faith in you.
On the approach, I'm like, this is a 50-50 shot, and
This is dumb.
we went for it. And we did it.
I've sank so far into this chair. I was like,
Yeah.
last time I came on a boat like this, I forgot my memory card. So the whole ride, I was so bummed I couldn't record. So a real good habit to get into is every single time you pick up a camera before you take it out for a day or put it in your bag, just check the battery and memory card. No matter what camera it is, you just need those two things and at least you can record. There's obviously a bunch of other stuff you might need like ND filters, microphone, all this stuff, but at least if you have those two things, you can at least capture something. Now, speaking of memory, if you don't have yourself one of these SSDs, bro, you are missing out. So this is a Samsung portable SSD T5 and Samsung is sponsoring this video, so shout out to them. They did give this one to me for free, but I did buy this one a couple of months back before the partnership and I've been loving this thing. And of course, we didn't forget about you guys. We got 3 1TB drives to give away to you guys. So all you gotta do for a chance to win, drop a comment down below in the first 24 hours of this video going live and 3 lucky winners will get one of these. Now, having a drive this small is useful, not just because it's easier to pack and transport around, but if you're anything like me, you find yourself needing to edit in like random spots in a plane or a car or any sort of moving vehicle. You know the struggles of trying to edit with the external hard drive connected and just praying the whole time that it doesn't come undone. But here, it's just so much easier because of how little this thing is. It just dangles. This is definitely never recommended by anybody, but come on, if this was a traditional external hard drive, you would have lost that thing so fast. Another reason why this is awesome is because these are wicked fast. So camera companies like Blackmagic is making it so you can write straight onto this hard drive. So this is actually a very cost-effective alternative to some of the expensive memory cards out there. So this camera has a bracket specifically for the T5. So there, now I'm recording 6K RAW straight into this hard drive. The beauty of this is now I can just take this off of here, stick it straight into my computer and literally just start editing off of this hard drive. And remember, it's an SSD, so no spinning discs in here, which is why you can mount it on a camera and still move it around like this. You would never do that with a traditional hard drive. And they actually say this is shockproof up to 2 meters. Should we test it? Yo, Sam, so how much is 2 meters? It's like in feet?
2 meters is 6.56 feet.
6.5 feet. So what's how tall is 6.5 feet?
Well, I'm 5'10".
So you're 5'10", we just need to add about another 8 inches. We have very scientifically measured 2 meters. So here we go, I'm gonna drop this. I should probably do it on the dirt. That would definitely survive.
No. Brick is best.
Okay, it's got a couple of scrapes. Let's plug it in and see if it, whoa! Everything's still good. All the files we shot with the Blackmagic are still good. Maybe we didn't drop it from high enough. Oh, look at all these leaves, how epic.
There is no way that's gonna survive.
Oh gosh, oh, this is painful. Oh. It definitely took some damage. You can see how it got chipped there and there, but let's see if the data's still there. Is it data or data?
I say data.
Data. Data. It still works, so moral of the story is that these are durable. Let's see if I still have some juggling skills. Oh yeah, hey. Actually wasn't bad, right? I'm kind of impressed myself. Of course, you gotta have yourself a nice solid backpack. This one's the Peter McKinnon Nomadic backpack. It's the one I brought on this trip. And this thing's pretty cool here. This is a little mini blanket by Matador. I picked this up at REI, but if I can find it on Amazon or something, I'll link it down below. But it's really cool, especially when you go out into snow, dirt, mud, or whatever. It packs nice and small and it's light. It's kind of like the size of a big beach towel, but definitely recommend it if you plan on going to a random spot and unpacking stuff like your lenses and cameras and all that stuff that you want to keep as clean as possible. Now this is something I keep inside of my bags at all times. It's a little pouch with all the basic cables that you commonly use. So you got your Lightning, your USB-C, and your micro USB, your mini USB. And it's awesome having a dedicated set for your camera bag, so whenever you're packing stuff up, you never have to think about USB cables. You can bring out your GoPro or whatever you want, and you know you have the cables for it. This kind of helps cut out some of those tedious steps, you know? Another thing I hate doing is carrying around a bunch of little batteries for a bunch of little devices, right? So lately what I've been doing is just carrying around one big battery to kind of plug into all my GoPros and other cameras to charge those up. This one's called the Powerbase Edge, and what I like about it is that it's a V-mount battery for those kinds of cameras, but also you can plug 2 P-taps in and USB. So you got your battery and these cables, and you can pretty much charge anything. And I also like carrying around this little aperture light. This one's awesome because it's very small, lightweight, and also it's full RGB, so you can get pretty much any color out of it you want. So this is pretty cool. How do you like this lighting? Too blue? No problem. How about this? Oh, purple? It doesn't really look like it's doing much right now, but that's because it's so bright out. But after the sun sets, if you're camping at night or whatever, this thing throws out a lot of light. And it charges with USB-C, so what a coincidence. And there you go, it's charging. And this is actually kind of handy. It's a power inverter by Condor Blue, so it takes a P-tap or D-tap and it converts it into a standard outlet and also gives you some USB ports. A lot of professional batteries already come with P-taps, so you might already have one. You just plug it in and you can charge pretty much anything. Now what I like about this Powerbase Edge is that it's very lightweight. It's 47 watt hours, so it's perfect for charging a GoPro a bunch of times or your mirrorless camera a dozen times. But when you start needing to charge bigger things like your drone or your laptop, I would definitely suggest a bigger battery. Like this battery here is 190 watt hours, so it's got a lot of juice in there, but it is bigger and heavier. But this is what I would suggest if you're trying to charge up some of the things that require more juice, like a laptop or a drone. I guess I just prefer to bring one big battery opposed to a bunch of little batteries for a bunch of different cameras. All right, playtime's over, back to LA. And we're back, and one final tip is to try to organize and edit your footage as soon as you can after you shoot it. I feel like it actually makes a pretty big difference. If I can edit a scene within an hour or two of shooting it, it goes so fast. It's so fresh in my head, I don't even have to look at all the footage. I just poof, poof, cut, cut. I basically spend no time reviewing the footage because I already know exactly what I want, so I just cut, and I'll be done with a scene in like 20 minutes. Opposed to even waiting just a day or two actually makes a pretty big difference. A scene that would have taken me 20 minutes to edit is now taking me like an hour to edit, just because of all the little things of having to re-review the footage and trying to refine where all the shots I want are. And in the head, it doesn't sound like a day or two would make a difference, but it does. That is exactly what I did not do on this trip. I just let all the footage build up, and I regret it now because I have almost a terabyte of footage in here. But at least the whole media management process is gonna be smoother that we have this Samsung SSD. The transfer speed on this is 540 megabytes per second. And just to clarify, 540 megabytes, not megabits. And that's something that can confuse a lot of people, because this is how you say 540 megabytes per second, which most of us are familiar with, right? Like about 1,000 megabytes makes up a gigabyte, right? And then there's megabits, which has a lowercase b, and people think that's megabytes, but that's megabits, which is about an eighth of a megabyte. So definitely something to keep in mind when you're looking at transfer speeds of stuff, because if that b is lowercase, then it is an eighth of a full megabyte. And yes, this is 540 megabytes a second, which is insanely fast. When you have giant files from all your 6K videos and 4K videos, you need as much file transfer speed as you can get. And also, if you edit off an external hard drive like we always do, I've said this before in other videos, definitely edit off an SSD. You do not want your hard drive to be the bottleneck of your project. And the reason why we ended up buying one a while back is because Sam was complaining that his computer was really slow, and I knew for a fact that his computer's pretty fast, but all the Premiere projects were running really slow and choppy. Turns out it was just the hard drives that were too slow to keep up with all that 4K and 6K footage. So now he's been editing off a T5 for the last few months, and everything's just been so much smoother.
Hi, Sam.
Hello.
Yo, so what you think of that hard drive? It's pretty dope.
What was it like editing on a slower hard drive?
It was just made everything so slow. Like at a quarter of resolution, it would just skip frames and it would just take me forever to get something done.
So now you notice a difference with the new SSD?
Oh yeah, dude, I could edit on this on full resolution with no problem.
So you give it a thumbs up?
2 thumbs up.
And yeah, they come in different capacities. This one is a 1 terabyte and they go up to 2 terabytes and they're all the same size. When I say sizes, I mean physically they're the same size, but capacity wise, this one's a 1 terabyte, but they go up to 2 terabytes. So yeah, I highly recommend getting yourself one of these if you don't have one already. And thanks again, Samsung, for sponsoring this video, hooking us up with some giveaway units, and also making that epic weekend in Big Bear possible. Anyways, time to close this off. Let's see what you guys are saying in the comments. Potato says, can we please cut it with the mustache jokes? Everyone, he must have had enough jokes then. Oh, I hate you. Me watching Potato Jet showing us new gear. My wallet. Aw, shit. Here we go again. Every time I watch Potato Jet's videos, my list of things I need gets longer. What, you mean like this? Should I try to juggle these? I mean, they're not mine. They're your guys'. They're the giveaway ones. Good thing they're solid state.